Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be showing you me winning the Mercedes C63 and testing it in multiplayer. Now I'd like to say something very strange happens later in the video, so stay tuned for that. So my tuning is 0505 and Pro Kit's 5053. So this gives a rank of 1638, so let's run the test. And I am single tanked on this, and let's see how this goes. I personally really like driving this car. It feels like driving a Vulcan. So if you drive this car, you kind of know what it feels like to drive a Vulcan, except this car is slower. So yeah, here the AI starts up faster because I believe the AI is maxed, and then possibly with my tune in the Pro Kits, because as you are going to see right here, I go almost the exact same speed as him. See this? Almost the exact same speed. I'm not gaining on him. I'm not falling away from him. So yeah, extra tank would actually be very useful on this, but I did not want to use an extra tank just for this race. And I was pretty certain I could do it with single tank. So yeah, you can do it with single tank. And with this tune, I can go 290 miles per hour. There is a slight negative speed modifier on this car, unfortunately. It's like 98 or 99% though, so it's not too bad. So it's probably going maybe, I want to say 285 to 287 real speed, which isn't that bad. For those who didn't know, the ultimate AIs are not actually AIs, they are just recordings of players, so they're like ghosts. And he lost speed there going up that jump. I think he probably ran out of nitro right beforehand. So here we are coming up to the finish line, and done. So this R&D was quite difficult, mainly because there were quite a few irritating tests. So I beat the AI by a little over a second. Not too bad. But then, after I went through all this, nothing happened. Like, it didn't say you got the car, it didn't give me tokens, didn't give me credits. But don't worry, I did get the car, and everyone this happened to, I think, got the car as well. So, just a little bug. Here it is, and its mastery rewards are pretty good. So it gives 150 tokens on Challenge 5, 6 licenses on 6 and 10 on 10, and then 6 more on Challenge 12 and 20 if you complete it. This gives a grand total of 43 licenses, which is pretty good. So now I will show you a few multiplayer races in this car. So this is the first multiplayer race that I played in the C63, and of course the MP4-25 gets way ahead at the beginning, and the MP4-25 is actually faster than this car too, which makes them quite tough to beat, because usually to beat them, they either make a mistake, or you just drive a lot better than they do. So extra tank is useful in this car, but not necessary since it has decent nitro efficiency, enough to keep it in nitro most of the time. As I said earlier, this car feels a lot like the Vulcan in how it drifts, in how it handles, in how it accelerates. It's just a little slower. So if you want to feel kind of how the Vulcan drives, if you win this car, you'll get a pretty close approximation. So I'm catching up to this MP4-25 here. I'm not really sure how. I guess just taking the corners better, which is kind of surprising since the MP4-25 actually drifts really well. So up here, I'm not sure what happens, but this MP4-25 goes off a ramp and somehow wrecks. I think it may have been one of those random MP4-25 flukes where it just kind of does something random when it goes up a ramp. Most of you guys that have an MP4-25 or an MP4-31 have probably seen this happen. Ramps and those two cars do not go well together. This is one reason I do not like driving an MP4-25 in multiplayer anymore, because I have had so many times where I've either randomly skidded, or a ramp has done something weird, and I've lost a race because of that. And that's never a good feeling. So here, as you can see, even though he wrecked, that MP4-25 is catching up to me quite fast. And I would like to give a big thank you to everyone for supporting me and helping me to reach 2,000 subscribers. That is a big milestone that, to be honest, I really didn't think I'd ever reach on this channel. And I'd like to give a shout out to TrainKid714, who is a big supporter of my videos and a member of my Purple Team. If you would like to join Purple Team as well, the link will be in the description. So here, this MP4-25 is pretty much right on top of me. He's gotten really close over the past lap, so as you can see, he's definitely faster. I'm actually quite surprised that I was able to hold him off this long, because I think he's 5 to 10 miles per hour faster than me. So this final turn will be the determining factor, and this is one way you can make it around pretty easily, going near the inside so as not to go wide and hit the edge. And yeah, if I'd have done that, he would have probably caught up and passed me. So yes, beating an MP4-25 in this car is something that doesn't happen very often. He was a 1679, so 41 higher than me. Yeah, this car didn't do too bad. But how will the C63 do against a Homage and a Vulcan? We will see in this race here. So it doesn't start up quite as fast as the Vulcan, but it does start up faster than the Homage. So it's good to try to predict what nitro bottles the other cars are going for, especially if they're like across the road. It's better to get a blue nitro bottle than to go for a yellow nitro bottle and have the other guy get it and you get nothing. So here the Homage knocked down me, but I also knocked him down. And since I start up faster, I am able to get ahead of him here. Let's see if I will be able to hold him off for 2 laps on Alps. And the Vulcan is long gone. Vulcan is just overpowered, and yeah, I really hope they don't make a new king, to be honest, after I bought the Vulcan, but they probably will, since the Vulcan went on sale for 20% off recently at the time of recording this video. So yeah, probably a new king will come in the motorbike update. I'm not certain, I'm just speculating because the Vulcan went on sale, and they usually put kings on sale so that people buy them and waste their tokens on them when there's another new king coming in the next update. So that's my reasoning, and why I think there will be a Vulcan killer in the next update, which will bring motorcycles to Asphalt 8 for the first time. So here I've gotten way ahead of the Homage somehow. I'm not certain. I've pulled away, which is really weird, since the Homage is probably going, oh gee, probably like 30 miles per hour faster than me. Yeah, and I somehow managed to beat him. And the Vulcan beat us all because Vulcan overpowered. Now I'm going to show you something that has never happened before to me. It is me, the Vulcan, and someone else. See, 3 people here. And then, after the race starts, the Vulcan guy leaves. See, user Asphalt Airborne has left the game. So, there are now only 2 people in the race. You may be thinking, okay, what is going to happen? So, see in the upper left, I want you to see this. There are 2 people in the race, okay? I am 2 of 2 because, obviously, the MP4-25 starts up faster. But once I jump onto this boat, look, 2 out of 2, then 2 out of 3. Someone joined the race in the middle of the race. How? I have no idea. But you saw back there were 3 people in the race, and then 1 guy left. It was 2 out of 2, and the number went from 2 out of 2 to 2 out of 3. I am not sure how this could happen. It has never happened to me before. Tell me if it's ever happened to you, but I think this is a very rare occurrence. I'm not sure if it's a bug or something else, but I just wanted to show you guys, because that is just too weird to not show. So, you will see here that there was actually a 3rd person in the race. That Asphalt A guy in his Vulcan. It's not disconnected. He's actually in the race. His timer is counting up, but yet he left, and then he joined again. So, I'm thinking probably a bug? Not sure, but I just wanted to point that out because it's really weird. So now for this last race, I will show you how the C63 does against those little crazy speed-up cars, the MP4-8s, who start up faster than any other car in the game, but then, since their speed is so bad for this rank, everything, well, not everything, but many things catch up to them very fast. Like, even this car, as you can see, is already catching up quite fast. So, yes, if anyone has an MP4-8, keep it below 1500 if you expect to win pretty much any races. Because if you tune above 1500, even cars like this, the touring car, which isn't really overpowered at all, will catch up to you. Because its speed at Max Pro is just not good enough for this rank, because it's a Max Pro B-class car trying to compete against S and A. So, I caught up to him and knocked him down before the first lap was even over. And speaking of B-class cars, I'm going to win the Falcon F7 in its Enduro Double Down, so I will be making a video of me winning the F7 and some multiplayer races with it as well. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyways, my thoughts on this car. So, if you have no MP4-25, no Vulcan, and no Homage, this car will do okay at this rank. It will not get you to champion or anything like that, but it could get you to pro, especially if you get lucky and you drive really well. And yeah, so not great, but not too shabby either. So I beat a Max Pro'd MP4-8 that is triple boosted. So thank you all for watching, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed and would like me to make more Asphalt 8 videos, and I will see you later. Goodbye.